This is presenting masterclass by mastering the art of influence, confidence, and duplication. Powered by what? Yes, Global Eagle Force. At this point, I would suggest that if you can get something to document some points. I know that we have learned a lot. Each of us know a lot of things, but I can assure you it's always good to learn more and learn more. I love to learn from everybody I meet so that I can keep adding up to my knowledge. We have been doing presentation different ways, so it's good. So we can learn the structure of presenting so that you can become a master at any point in time. You can create and then you can imagine. So by the time we go through this class, I believe that we are going to learn something new that we can add up to the knowledge we already have and to generate the results we want. So stay with me. Let's go through the presenting skills. Presenting is a very key skill in this industry. Now, when you join network marketing, there are certain necessary skills if you want to scale. If you want to be able to become a champion, a top earner, or a top distributor, a great leader, you must start with certain skills. And one of them is prospecting. How to prospect is a skill, necessary skill you must learn in network marketing. How to invite. Inviting is a necessary skill in network marketing. Present, how to present. Presenting is a necessary skill in network marketing. And then how to close. Closing include handling objections, and that is a very necessary skill for you to build a team. Now we have some who consume, some who just only retail. So, but if you want to build a team, you're going to need all these skills. So why do we start with presenting? Because presenting is very, 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 very important and crucial. To stay tuned with me, be ready to pick up the points, the most important points, so that you can remind yourself and add up to the skills you already have. Now let's look at presenting. Presenting is a very crucial skill in network marketing. Like I clearly said, it is very, very important. Why is this important? It determines your success in attracting the prospect into your business. We must understand that prospects only make decisions after you have presented, because presenting is showing them if it is the product. You need to present the product to them. That is the showing them and making them understand what it is and why they need it. If it is the business, you will need to present the business to the prospect, make them understand and let them see the need. Then they will only make a decision after you have presented to them. So if this skill, if you really master this skill, it means that you can grow to the point that you only need an opportunity to talk to someone and you can be rest assured they are going to join you. So presenting is very, very, very important in our business. Now let's look at important tips to effective presenting. I know I have a lot of us, almost everybody in the team is presenting every day. So we're all doing very well. Now let's see these important tips that we can add up. We make our presenting very, very effective. Because let's look at the important tips to effective presentation. Tip number 1, preparation. Very, very crucial. Everything that will become successful, you must prepare. Presenting is also part of that. To present effectively, to be a master presenter, To be an effective presenter, understand this. You need to prepare. Now, I know preparation now confuse people about presenting. Now, let's just look deep into how preparation is done. Number one, have a clear structure. The good news is that today we are going to learn the structure. Presenting has a structure. Now, once you get this structure, you are always prepared for presentation. This preparation we talked about is not preparing for a particular presentation, but being prepared so that at the end of the day, any presentation they'll call you, whether you were aware or not, because you already have the structure, you'll be able to create immediately and present. Just like a formal letter that has a structure. Each of us know that if you want to write a formal letter, we know that a letter has address, recipient address, date, heading, then we have the salutation, and then the body, and then the subscription. So no matter how you want to write the formal letter, this is the structure you're going to use. The message now becomes the flesh. You can have different messages, but to write a formal letter, you can't say this is a formal letter without a heading. So that is very, very important. So the same way we have presentation structure. Now we're going to look at the structure. First in the structure of presentation is the introduction of the presentation. You must always have a topic you want to present about. When you get a topic, then what do you want to achieve at the end of the presentation? That becomes your objective. Now, why is this important? At the end of the day, every presentation you want to do, there have to be something you want to talk about. There have to be something you want to talk about. Whether it is a formal presentation where you have to present with slide or to a group of people, or it is individual presentation. Whether you were told before or you have to start presentation right now, you must always have something you want to talk about. For instance, assuming you go to an organization and they give you maybe 5 minutes to present. Now, a lot of people, when they are given 5 minutes, then there is confusion because they don't know what to present. Simply because you have not gotten the structure of presentation. At any point in time, whether they give you 2 hours, whether they give you 1 hour, 30 minutes, 5 minutes, you must have a topic you want to talk about. So you can simply create a topic within your mind. Let's say, for instance, you are given 5 minutes. Maybe you were prepared for 30 minutes. Now they give you 5 minutes. What do I talk about? Then you can choose a topic like, okay, let me just talk about stem cell. And then you now bring the product and create and put the audience in suspense so that they want to contact you. Or you could choose a topic like, okay, let me talk about detox. Then because you have a topic in mind, then you are going to start with the detox before you go to product. Because presenting, if you just start giving features of product, you are not going to move anybody. So you have to create a topic immediately. What do I talk about? If it is about a business, then probably you can choose a topic like maybe school fees or salary, how salary earners are battling. Or you can just create any topic, or you can choose the economy to start with, or anything you want to start with, so that you can quickly create the presentation and put the flesh on it. So one thing, whatever topic you choose, why do you choose a topic? Because, and what do you want to achieve at the end of the presentation? You must know, so that whatever you are saying is geared towards that objective. So the next point in presentation structure, and that is part of preparation, is the body. Present key points with evidence or examples. So whatever you are presenting, make sure that it is clear. It is the main points you want to tell the people. And at the end of the day, you have to prove that what you are saying works. That is why if you ever attend our presentation, you see that every single testimony, we want to record it. Why do we want to record it? It is evidence of the effectiveness of our products. If somebody achieves something, they are talking about it, we want to record it. Why do we want to record it? It is evident that the thing is working. So at the end of the day, if you are able to present, to tell the people the key points, exactly what you want them to hear, and now to prove what you are saying works, you need to present something else as evidence. So that is why in our business, you must always have evidence. So create a topic, have an objective, present the points, and then give them evidence. Then we have the conclusion as part of the structure. You have to always have a highlight, takeaways. Something you want to create a picture, a photo in their mind, something you want them to think about. So whatever you are presenting, before you end, make sure what you want them to remember, what you don't want them to forget, you recap it. You remind them the key points of what you wanted them to hear. Just mention it again. So for instance, if you chose the topic of detox, then you want to highlight that it is necessary to detoxify or to help our kidneys or whatever you want them to be ringing in their mind. That will push them to want to reach out to you to know more or to grab your product. You're going to have to highlight it for them. If it is about the business, most of the time you see that when we are doing our presentation, we put the photos of ranks and then travel evidences and photos, videos at the end. The reason is that if you present, at the end of the day, if the person even forget everything, you want them to remember that there are people in this business that have traveled. There are people in the business that have earned money, and the evidence was there showing that they have earned money. So whatever you want them to have in mind, make sure you have it clear, you recap it, highlight it, and make sure they will keep thinking about it. And then at the end of the day, don't just leave them. You need to call them to action. You need to guide them as to the next step they take. So for instance, if you present the product of, let's say you present Kolonga to somebody, at the end of the day, you don't just tell them what the Kolonga do for them and what they get from it. So after telling them what do you intend they do, so guide them. So let them know that, oh, they need to start detoxification so that they can now bring their objections. Anyway, I'm going ahead of that. We'll get to that. So you need to tell them something they need to do. If it is about the business, you can let them know they need to take a package or they need to start the business. So call them to action. It's a way of guiding them after all that you have told them. What do they need to do next? You guide them through. So, and that is the structure of presentation. The introduction, that is the topic and objective. The body, the main point you want them to understand, you make it clear for them. And then what you want them to remember and what they should do next is the conclusion. So just like the structure of a formal letter, this is the structure of presentation. So once you get this, you get to understand this. I want you to take this point, go and then in your own way, think about it, learn more about it, so that you get to understand this structure very well. Once this structure remains in your mind, it doesn't matter if you have to create a presentation right now, you know exactly what to do. You can quickly create a presentation at any given time, and then it will be successful. And those of you that have seen our slide, it is the same structure that was used. The company have given us information about the biography of the company, the founders, then the products and the product information, and then the business and the business information. But now we have to create it with this structure. So we added certain information, education, before we even get to the product, because we don't just want to give information. We want to present to them with a structure so that by the time you finish the presentation, it will be convincing enough. So that is how the slide we use in Eagle Falls, it is with this same structure that the presentation was created. So if you are having questions, jot them down so that at the end of the day, the door will be open for you to ask questions. And those of you that have other points you want to add, will open the door for you to add as well. Now, as part of preparation, you now have to practice how to deliver presentation. Practice how to deliver presentation. Rehearse aloud with time, and then how you transition, how you change. Now, first, let's say you have, we are giving you the opportunity to present on our formal presentations. What you will need to do is that for the first time, you will need to try and present by yourself, not just in your head, because sometimes what you think you can do in your head, when you are given the real thing, you might find yourself wanting. But if you deliver it by your own self, either before a mirror or whatever, sometimes it's good to use a mirror if you have a long mirror so that you can even see your body posture. Rehearse what you are going to present. Present it to yourself and say them aloud so that you can hear. And try to give yourself time and change the timing. So you can give yourself 1 hour present, you can give yourself 30 minutes present, and you can give yourself 10 minutes present, give yourself 5 minutes present. So do that practically so that you can be able to master all. So that is why wherever I go, I am not afraid of the time they give, because I'll be able to present. If you give 1 hour, we'll present. If you give 30 minutes, we present. If you give 10 minutes, we present. If you even give 5 minutes, we will still present, because the structure is there. So you can just put flesh on the structure immediately, depending on the time they give you. So, and if you have not practiced it, it will be difficult for you to be able to beat the time. If you are used to presenting 1 hour only, then all the time you give yourself 1 hour. Well, the day they give you 10 minutes, you'll be confused because you wouldn't know what to do if you are given 10 minutes. So you have to rehearse and time yourself and change the times. Change the time until you become a professional and can present within any time given you. Very important. Know your content well enough that you don't read slide by slide. If it is a slide, you can understand that presentation can be in a slide on a screen, or it can be informal, anyhow, anywhere, with nothing in hand, you can still present. So once you get the structure, whether you are presenting on a slide, on projection, or you are presenting with nothing, you can still present because the structure is in your mind. So know the content well. If it is going to be slide, we don't read word by word, because if you are showing a slide, let's say you are standing in front of people and you are presenting, whatever is showing on the screen, they are also seeing the same thing. Now, they are in your hands for you to now make them to understand what they are seeing, not for you to just read word for word for them and stand there. So if that was the case, then there was no need for somebody to present. We just play the slide and then everybody reads. But as a presenter, how many people that are in front of you at that moment, everybody is in your hands. If they will join, depends on you. If they will not join, also depends on you. So you have to deliver very, very well. So if you don't know what you are going to deliver, if you don't know your content well, your confidence will even be low. And when your confidence shrinks, you find yourself wondering on how to present it. So let's try and get the content well. Prepare ahead so that even if what is showing, something is showing on the screen, you are educating them on what is showing so that they can better understand what they are seeing, not to just read for them. Use a confident tone and maintain eye contact if it is in person, like a physical presentation, or if you are doing it on a video presentation that is online. Whatever presentation it is, don't keep your eyes away. let's say you are presenting on a video presentation. If the people are seeing you, you don't have to be looking down or turn around reading something when the people are watching you, because whoever is watching the video, the person is actually watching you. So just like in person. So your face, you have to focus on the camera, because as you are watching the camera whilst talking, you are talking to the listener. Now, if it is physical, you do the same. The people in front of you, you don't talk to them and turn your back to them. No, face them and keep them eye contact. When you are talking and you are watching somebody, the person feels that he or she is talking to me. So you can maintain eye contact whilst talking to them, so that the people feel that you are talking to them. Whether it is one person or many people, it is important for us to keep eye contact. Eye contact is very, very important. It makes the person feel that they personalize the presentation, that you are actually talking to me. But when you are watching somewhere, the person is not sure you are talking to them. So they are only listening. But when you keep eye contact, the presentation now is personalized for everybody that you are talking to. Very important. If it is on the video, it's actually the same thing. Even if you are making a video recording, don't be recording whilst watching somewhere. Don't be speaking whilst watching somewhere. Watch the camera, so that whoever is watching, it is as if you are watching them and talking to them. Very, very important. Point number 2 to note, very important key, is know your audience. Know your audience, the people you are talking to. Whether one by one, it's a single person or it's a group of people, there's one thing you understand. You need to have an idea the kind of people you are talking to. Understand what their needs are, the problems they are facing, and the solutions they need. Because once you understand somebody's problem, remember, your presentation will now focus on solving their problem, because you want to touch them so that they see it as their solution. So if you do not understand them, you will not be able to present it like that. So their needs, what they need is very, very important. What they need is very, very important. For instance, most of the time when we prospect people, it's not everybody we are able to present to the same day. So sometimes we have to even build a relationship, make them our friends, let them build trust before we present. So during that process, you will need to find ways to what? Get the information about them. So once you build trust with them, they can communicate with you before you even present to them. You know what their problem is. So if you know, let's say for instance, you know somebody who has a sick mother, then definitely to present, you are not going to go and start from the business talking about commissions they will earn. No, you start from the health presentation, so that they will see it as, oh, wow, that is, then I need this for my mother, because what they need as at that time, their desire is for their mother to get well. The same way, if you meet somebody with financial challenges, you would want to make your topic from that kind of solution. You will take it from the business aspect so that they can see it as their solution. So know your audience, tailor your presentation to connect with their desires. So once you know what is wrong, what their problems are, what you want to do is that present it as their solution, just as I said earlier. Present it as their solution. If you are talking to a father that is not able to pay their children's school fees, then what they will need is a good source of income that can help them make life easy. You are talking to a student, you know that this person, what the most important thing after their school is job. So you would want to offer them a source of income. You meet a doctor and you want to start, definitely you would have to give a product that can deliver results. So you give a product, you talk about a product that can deliver results, they automatically know that if the product is working and bringing results, they'll make money. So you don't go and start from the money. So different ways. So knowing the people is very important. When it comes to formal presentation, that is the reason why we do the two complete. We present the health education, the product, and then we as well present the business, because different people come with different problems, different needs, and different desires. So we present all. So it's very, very important for you to know your audience. Relatable stories. As part of giving evidence of what you are presenting, use stories that are related to their problems. For instance, if you are talking to somebody who is complaining of no money, you would want to give a testimony or a story or whatever, whether it is a link, it's a channel, or it's a recorded version of somebody or yourself, if it is yourself, who face similar challenges and have been able to overcome them through your opportunity. Now you'll be giving evidence that what I am telling you is truly your solution, because even somebody with that same solution problem have gotten their solution through this opportunity. So whatever that is related to their story, it will work better than giving them testimonies or evidence of something totally different from what they need. So that is very, very important. If the person is focused on health, give them health testimonies, especially if you have a testimony that is related to their problem. That will make your work easy for you. So very, very important. Give examples that are related. Tailor your tone, visuals, and your language to who is watching you. That is it. So as at the time, the person you are presenting to, that is the most important person. Whatever they need is what you are going to, that's the aspect you are going to tailor your presentation towards. Like I said earlier, whether health, business, whatever their need is, then that is where you focus on. Present it to them as their solution. You meet another person, you do the same. The third key is keep it simple and something that can be duplicated. A lot of people, you see them going to, they want to quote big books, words, and all that. Sometimes, if you speak to people who don't understand what you are saying, you have only wasted your time. So you would need to keep it to their level. Sometimes, even if you would have to speak the local language for them to understand, you do so. Sometimes, depending on whom you are talking to, if the person even understands only broken language, you would want to put it to their level to understand. So whatever you are presenting, you must keep it simple and something that they can duplicate. They, listening to you, can duplicate. Very, very important. Avoid complicated words and explanations that confuses them. Sometimes we go and quote certain statements so that we know that the people will feel that we understand English or we are very smart. But sometimes that will scare the people. At the end of the day, they might not even understand. Or sometimes looking at the people, you can even decide not to use, if you are using a laptop and maybe you observe the person, if they will not understand from the screen, you can even present physical with your hands so that they can feel that, oh, this one I can do it. So however you can make it simple for them, make sure at the end of the day, if they don't feel that they can do it, you have wasted your time. Ensure that everyone listening feels like they can do what you do. That is supposed to look like they can do it easily. Make it look like they can do it, else you are wasting your time. And we don't want to waste time. Use a clear and structured format. Problem, find the problem, help them find the problem, present solution, and then prove that the solution is working, and then call them to action. That is a clear structure of presentation. Now, most at times, the reason why, if you watch our presentation, we actually put in the stem cell concept is this is something that is happening in the human body, but a lot of people are not aware that there are certain cells that are responsible to repair us, and we are losing them. Now, the reason why we educate them on it is that we want them to understand there is a problem, and this is the problem, and this is the level of the problem. So helping them understand how much we are losing is helping them to see the urgency of the need to fix that problem. So, and then at the end of the day, we now present the products which we have a stem cell among them that can now help the body bring back those stem cells that we are losing, and that becomes the solution to the problem you have helped them to realize. And now you give testimonies of people that have used the products and they have become better, they have recovered, they have received their healing after using the product. Then after I presented all this, why do you tell them? You should give them a guidance as to what to do next. So probably like if you have presented this, you would want to let them understand at their age, their stem cell probably might be at this level. So it is time to start. The longer they take, the more they lose. And people hate to lose. So they will probably want to start immediately. If the person has a condition, you would want to help them to see that, yeah, this is the condition. Possibly if you know how the causes, you can actually educate him more and let them see if nothing is done, where it can take them to, so that they will see the urgency of fixing that problem right now, preventing the escalation. So you let them know at the close of the day, it is the earlier you start, the better. So just call them to action. Guide them. If it is a presentation about a business, sometimes assume that they have decided and ask them about the package they would love to start with. So sometimes you avoid them thinking that, oh, I'm committing myself. Don't ask them whether they are interested or not. No, they will say they are not interested. So interested looks more commitment. So you don't want that to happen. So you can assume and then, oh, so should we start from the premium package? Or you would love to start from the builder package, whatever. So you want them to understand that they need to do something about whatever you have presented. If it is about health, now after presenting somebody who have used the triangle of health, so you probably, I think this is, if you can start with these 3 products, that will be the best solution for your problem. So you have guided them, let them see that, no, they need to use the 3 products. Or would you want to start with the colon guard first so that we can add sunrise and sunset later? So you are telling them that they need to do something. So you don't present and just leave them. So call them to action. Call them to action. Now, key point number 4 is be excited and confident about your business. Be excited and confident about your business. Be excited and confident about your business because your energy is contagious. If you are excited, your audience will be too. I know a lot of people will be thinking that this is not true, but I can assure you this is true. If you are somebody who doesn't use the product and you are talking to people, the people can easily deduce that you are lying, because you can lie, but your facial expression cannot. So if you are really excited, if you have so much belief in what you are saying, the person can easily feel it. They can easily see, depending on the confidence you have in your product. Sometimes, especially if it can show on your body, then that is even much easier. So you have to love what you do and then build confidence, build the belief and confidence, so that when you are talking to anybody, they can easily relate. They can feel it that, yes, you are talking about from experience. So that energy, you attract them with your energy. But if you are not looking that excited, if the confidence in you is not there, at the end of the day, they're going to look the same way. You cannot attract them to your business. That is the reason why we always encourage people to use the product. It's not because of anything. If anybody that have used the product, they have the confidence to even tell them their experience, their side of the story after using the product. If you have cashed some money, your confidence of talking about the money is very high. If you have joined the bigger package, you have more confidence to talk to somebody about the bigger package because you are on the bigger package. If you are on a smaller package, you don't have the confidence. Let's say you are a consultant or a leader, the confidence is actually not there for you to talk about Pioneer. Have you seen? So you have to work on your own belief and confidence, use the product, do everything possible so that you can experience it yourself, and then you can speak with confidence. Speak with confidence and believe in your opportunity. That is, I've just digested the two. Speak with confidence and believe in it. If you don't believe in it, they will feel it. So you will not be able to speak with confidence on what you don't believe. So you must love what you do. As part of our mindset training, what you need to understand in our business, one of them is understand that network marketing is a profession. So have that belief and confidence that it can change your situation. If you don't believe that this can change your situation, this is working, how can you then convince somebody to do it? Key point number 5, leverage on the tools and visuals. Just let the tools do the work for you. If you don't have tools, the more you are going to work. When we started from the beginning, that was hard work time because there was no proof, no evidence, no testimony, nothing. You have to do you have to convince everybody just by talking only. But this time around, the work have become so easy. Now the products have been tested, the business have been tested. Evidence is there that the products are working. Evidence is there that the business is working. So why wouldn't you let these tools, these recorded tools, these videos, these links, why wouldn't you let them work for you? Use the slides that have been provided, the videos, the links, and the testimonials to reinforce your message to your audience. Once you speak to somebody and you give the person evidence, the evidence actually boosts their confidence to take a step. Because people will be wondering, how can I be sure whether you are telling me the truth? But if you use these tools that have the evidence of what you are talking about, what you are promising them, they are more likely to take a step after seeing the evidence of the work. Keep materials simple, less text, more images or bullet points, straight points, vivid points that can attract them, that look attractive. So don't focus on the text only. Make sure text is little, but image attract people more, or videos. When even somebody goes to a website and there are videos, they are more likely to watch the video than to sit and read the text. So whatever material you're going to use, make sure there are pictures. That is why if you even pick our products flyer, at the front face, we place an image there with a question that will create curiosity for the person to want to go deeper. But when you just leave the text, sometimes they will just take it, but they will not even read it. So you want to make sure that you have whatever materials you are having, they appear sharp and clear and attractive, so that when you give it to the person, they will want to have a look at it. Engage and interact with your audience. That is key number 6. Engage and interact. Ask questions to keep your audience engaged. Ask questions to keep your audience engaged. If those of you that have moved with me before, you see that most at times, if I am given a short time, I can just start with detox. So then I ask a question like, how many of us have bathed today, this morning? You are likely going to get people that will answer because everybody baths. So I know why I'm asking, because I want to talk about the chemicals in soap. Because from my head, within the structure, my topic I have chosen is detox. So I now want to let them see the problem and then magnify the problem and let them see the need to fix that problem, because I'm going to give them Colongat as the solution. So I ask the question, then have you pomade yourself? Have you used spray? all these things, what do you think they are made of? They will say, oh, chemical. So you have brought their mind to chemical, and they are absorbed in your body. Whatever you don't put in your mouth, you don't put on your skin, because they have holes, they will absorb and your body cannot digest it. So what do you need to do? You need to clear it out to free your kidneys and all that. Blah, blah, blah. Just like that, simple. You can always get the structure. You can engage them. So when the audience are engaged, their attention is more. Let me give you a free tip in sales. It cut across. Use names. Use names. Eye contact, and encourage the audience to participate. Now, let me give you an example of that. There was a time when I was selling, what I was selling was not physical products. So it is hope. You are selling hope. And how can you sell hope? That is insurance. Insurance is not physical product. So you would just go and then you talk to people to buy the future, but it's not physically present. That's the most difficult sales you can do. So when you book the appointment, what you want to do is that to know a few people, try to find out the names of a few people. When you are doing the presentation, in the midst of the presentation, you mention their names. Now, the moment you mention somebody's name, you have taken away any doubt or any pressure from between you. Immediately, such people are excited and they become your friends. So they don't longer see you as a stranger, because once they see you as a stranger, it is difficult for them to make a decision to flow with you because they can't trust. But when you mention your name, you increase the trust between you and them. So using people's names, especially you can use their first name, it is more related. So, and the most important and the sweetest word in everybody's mind is their own name. If any other word they don't even acknowledge, when you mention their name, they love you, because that is the most important word, the sweetest word in their mind. So use their names. And when you get somebody's name, keep it. You better keep it so that you can use their name when you are talking to them. Now, point number 7, master storytelling. This is what actually sells. Information tells, but the story is what is going to close the business for you. Education informed, it appeals to the logic and understanding, but the story appeals to what? Emotions. So storytelling is key. People relate more to stories than facts. Share your journey, success stories, and that of others. Focus on the transformation when telling the story, where you were, what you have found, and where you are now. So for instance, let's say you are presenting to somebody about a business, you want to give a story that can touch them, especially when they have financial challenges. You would want to talk about a story of someone or yourself when you face financial challenges and how you discovered this opportunity and the decision you took and how the business have affected you right now, how the business have transformed your life. So, and how now you feel and what the hope you have in the future. So if you tell such a story, the good story should capture the past, that is before the challenges, that focus on the challenges you were facing, after the now the solutions. So after getting the opportunity, how your life have been transformed and the hope you have right now because of this opportunity. So within it, it touches the person. So if you don't have a powerful story, yes, your story is still important, no matter how small it is. You can tell bigger stories that can move them, but make sure you don't leave out your story, because the moment you begin to talk about your own experience, about the business and the product, their focus shifts. Their focus is more on you. Now they build trust. If not, if you give only people's story, at the end of the day, they are going to be asking them, so does that mean that you are not benefiting? So you that is trying to bring somebody into an opportunity and they are not sure whether you are benefiting. So it is going to give them doubt as to whether they should join or not. But when you give your own little story, it is going to still boost their confidence. Oh, okay, so After all, you have earned something. It means the system works. Very, very important. Key number 8, handle objections effectively. What are objections? Objections are reasons people give. As human beings, it is normal for us to not want to pay money, not want to take expenses. So even before any other thing, you must expect that they are going to be what? Objections. People are going to object. They don't want to pay money. Just put yourself in their shoe. If somebody just brings something right now and it involves paying money, do you want to pay? No. So you will be trying to look for excuses. So you must understand that every presentation you are making, there are going to be objections. And objections doesn't necessarily mean that they will just be against you. Objections can be very, very genuine reasons why they must not do the business. So expect objections. Very important. Expect the objection and welcome them as a sign of interest. Because if the person is not even interested, they're not going to say anything. But once they have an excuse or they ask a question, it means they want more. So just expect it and welcome them as a sign that, wow, this is an opportunity for me to clear when they give you objections. So that is very, very important. Very, very important to this subject. Example of handling an objection. This particular aspect, we call it the feel, the felt, and the found. Feel, felt, found. Now, I understand how you feel. I felt the same way, but here's what I found that helped me. So that is one way. You want them to feel that you want to understand them. You want them to know that you understand how they feel. Because why do you understand? Because you felt the same way they are feeling, and then this is how you came out of that situation. Now, what you want to do is that you want to avoid advising them directly, because the moment you begin to advise somebody, the person in their mind will be thinking that, so you think you know more than me. He's bluffing. So he thinks, or you think I don't know. So once they begin to think like that, they will create resistance in their mind, and you don't want that. So listen to them and relate to them and share a related story to their objection. So what you have successfully done is that you have not told them directly what to do. So you have avoided advising them because they'll be offended when you do so. And then still you have given them a way of doing the business, how to come out of that objection or how to overcome that objection. You have still given them a way. So indirectly, you have actually advised them, but not directly. So this will give them relief. This will give them an idea as to what to do without feeling that you have belittled their knowledge. So you would want to listen to them. And when you are listening, don't listen and with facial expression as if they are speaking nonsense. No. Sometimes it can be nonsense anyway. But then your ultimate goal as a salesperson or as a networker is to win a friend. If you want to win, then you must listen to the nonsense they have to say. And when people feel that they have been heard, in turn, they now will listen to you if you are talking to them. When they feel that you have rubbished them, they're going to rubbish you. They will create resistance in their mind. So they have an objections, all right, but you want them to understand that you are the best person who understands them because you have gone through the same thing. And then this is what you did that changed your situation. So you have given them a clue, and they're going to now, oh, okay, wow, it means you and I are even the same. And if you are able to do it, then I think I will want to do what you did because you have given a roadmap without telling them directly. If they say they don't have money, don't tell them to save a percentage of their money every month. No. Yet you can give an advice about that, but without telling them, oh, if you save 10%, even for this number of months, it's going to be huge money. No, don't tell them that. Don't tell them. Don't advise them directly. Just listen, relate, and tell a story that relates to their issue. and you're going to solve the problem without offending anybody because you want friend. And the only way you win is to get them to sign up. If not, you have lost. Turn the objection into opportunities to clarify and educate them to understand what they didn't understand. They give reasons why they can't do. So you now have to educate them and to let them see even the very reason they are giving is the reason why they must do. So you would have to seize that opportunity to use the same objection to turn it to be the reason why they must even join. Clarify them, educate them more. If somebody says they don't have money, yes, not having money is even the reason why they must join, because this can provide money. So you have to handle the objection well and give a story that create a way to let them know that even without money, it's the very reason why they must do their business. If they talk about whatever objections they raise, find a story. So you must learn how to tell a very good story so that you can always, at the end of the day, when you present, you handle objections. And when you handle objections well, the next is to close them. Very, very important. Have a strong call to action. After the presentation, don't just leave them. Guide them as to the next step to take. Very, very important. Don't leave your prospect wondering what to do next. Our time is up, so I'm speeding up a little. This is the last point. Guide them with clear steps. Choose a package. Maybe which package are you going to start with? Or should I start you with the premium? Would you rather start with the premium, or you would like start low and go up? You are telling them what to do. So if it is something you need to book an appointment to follow up, make sure you book from that same presentation, you are booking the next appointment so that you leave with an appointment. Or if you want to invite them to a training, don't leave that particular presentation without giving the next step. Direct them to the training or the office or whatever. So always make sure that you tell them something to do. Create agency. So let them know that there is no time. If they are product users, you can, if there is a promo running, use the promo to let them see the need for them to start right now. Now is the best time. Why now is the best time? So sometimes you can create artificial shortages of products to create agency of the product, why they must buy now. So whatever it is, there is always some reason why they must buy now. Now is the best time. And that's what you must understand. Create the agency. If you're able to do that successfully, they will, if the business was going to delay, it comes faster. Close with a vision and emotion. Close with vision and emotion. Paint a picture of the bigger vision for your audience. So sometimes don't just limit it to yourself. Let them know that the thing is actually a it's bigger than you are. Appeal to their emotions. Maybe like if they are talking about busy schedule, you can probably help them to imagine a free time freedom, a free life where they can live the life they want. Or if they have family issues with money, you can help them to realize the kind of life they will live after grabbing this opportunity to get enough money. If their problem is money, just create a picture of financial freedom, maybe the travels and all that. They are all things you can use to touch their emotions so that you can leave a picture. You must always leave something they can't forget about the presentation. End with an inspiring statement. If they are still proving difficult, you let them know, or maybe the future you spoke about 10 years ago, today is the future. So the next 10 years, whatever the outcome will depend on today. You can find all those kind of statements and then use them. Practice and improve continuously. Point one, rehearse your presentation multiple times. You must always rehearse. Get feedback from and refine your delivery. What we should do is that ask people you know they understand what you are doing so that they can give genuine and honest feedback. How was my introduction today? Or they will tell you, oh, you did well. Just that this place you needed to do ABC. Then you can adjust. Ask somebody, always ask somebody how they have seen. Because sometimes when you are the one doing, you might not know the mistakes, but when you ask people, you know they understand and can guide you. They're going to give you the honest answers so that you can make changes. So always ask, and rehearse the presentation multiple times. Keep rehearsing your job very well. Record yourself and analyze areas for improvement. Now, when you are presenting, you can't see yourself presenting, but when you are recorded, you're going to see how you are presenting. Maybe sometimes your body language might even be a problem, but you wouldn't know until you watch yourself. So your facial expression might be something that is not encouraging, but if you don't record yourself, you wouldn't see it. So you can ensure that record yourself and watch how you are doing it so that you can do better. And the importance of certain words we use, we must understand them. Instead of say, trust me, you have to build the trust. Explore. Oh, you can, sometimes because we have confidence in our product. Oh, you can try our product. No, don't say they should try it. It's as if we are testing. We have already tested the product and it is confirmed that they are working. And we have evidence of the product working. Nobody tries our product. If you tell me you want to try, I will not even give you to try. No, I will not tell you to try it. This is an opportunity. Explore it. Affordable. Yes, a lot of the honest truth is that our products are actually lower in the market, and yet they are high quality because we have our own factory. But don't use the word cheap. Oh, our products are cheaper than all the products out there. Now, once you say they are cheap, it means that people might feel that then your product might be low quality. Sometimes we associate the high price to higher quality. So to convince people, a lot of people wonder why, how to get a pioneer. Don't use the package name if you want to get somebody to join. Use premium package. And why you call it premium, just tell them. So you can start with our premium package. Since you are coming in for the business, then you can, that is the package that can give you maximum percentages and unlimited earnings. If you want to make money fast, big, then that's the package you should start with, premium package. You have painted the package like if they miss that package, then they are losing something. Unless they genuinely cannot afford the premium, then they will ask you, so what is next? Then you give them the next and let them see that the next is also good. But when you come to the next, your percentages on the bonuses reduce to this level. So if they were trying to avoid, if they have the money, they will prefer to go for the premium. Instead of say buy this product, you can use, you could actually own this product, you could own this business, you could own this package. You could become a pioneer right now. So just use words like that instead of saying that they should buy or they should pay you. Oh, to join as a pioneer, you are going to pay 13,000. The moment you bring pay, now the person sees expenses. The moment you bring buy, the person sees expenses. But if you let them feel that this could be their own, they don't see that they don't see the expenses. It doesn't reflect expenses, but it brings confidence. So to own something sounds much better, much comfortable and confident than to say they should pay or buy this product or this package, whatever. So let's look at the words. Create agency by letting them know that the stock is what? Limited. Stop pushing them to buy or to join, but let them see that the stock is limited. There is agency. There is always a reason. So intentionally do that so that they can, instead of them extending the time, they can do it right now. So thank you so much for coming on this presentation class.